Hello, Professor. My name is Yang Fu. Here's my ID. My student ID is 5882999. I'm taking Physics 133, and I'm recording this video for my lab. This week's lab, we're going to use some simple materials, a modeling clay. We're going to use the 250 milliliter cylinder to hold the clay later, and we'll use the 100 milliliter cylinder to measure the water or the solution, and we will use the washers to test different force. For doing this lab, I will use the safety goggles for protections, so potentially the clay can hit my eye. So the science behind this, first of all, I'm talk about the lab procedure. Basically, we're gonna break like one stick of the modeling clay into half, make sure the mass of the two pieces are the same. The first one, we're gonna roll it into a ball. We're gonna measure 150 milliliter of water from the cylinder, so basically 1.5, and then put it in the 250 milliliter cylinder, and then we put the round shaped clay into the water and see the displacement of the water. The science behind it, we calculate the buoyant force. It is equals to the density of the solution times the volume of the displacement volume of the solution, and times gravity. So by measuring the displacement or volume, we can actually calculate the buoyant force, and then we will change the shape of the second half part of the clay. We'll try to make it like a boat, so it can actually float on the solution, and then we will keep putting washers in it and see the different of shape brings like different buoyant force. And the second part of the experiment, we will use salt water. So we'll mix 5 tablespoons of salt water, and by mixing the salt into the water, will change the density of the solution. So we can experiment that. What does the change in density of the solution do to the buoyant force? As I mentioned before, the buoyant force equals to the displacement volume of the solution times the density times the gravity. So as the density change, we should be seeing some change in the buoyant force as well. And this concludes my short video for this lab. Thank you.